Patrick Cotter is the artistic director of the hugely successful Munster Literature Centre. He has numerous collections of poetry to his name, as well as editorial and other publications. His most recent collection is Sonic White Poise, published by Daedalus Press.
My name is Patrick Cotter. For this reading for the Cork Arts Theatre, I'm going to read two poems of mine set in Cork. First one recounts an experience I had when I was 16 years of age, which is over 40 years ago now. It's called 16. December 16th, 1979, I came across the headstone of Sarah Paddington, who departed this life aged 16 on December 16th, 1821. A grey slab laid flat, its incisions legible only on a rainy day, since the inclemency of decades had worn rough its limestone surface. Once polished and crisp, but now blotched with segments of exposed crinoids, old by as many years as there are raindrops in a province-wide storm. The day's rain had eased. The gargoyle gutter spouts gargled to a glugging halt. I was strolling in the grounds of St. Finbarr's Cathedral, 16 years old myself, and speculated no one had thought of Sarah Paddington in a century. Not even the workmen who had moved her headstone, too busy to read it when the rebuilt cathedral spread out 60 years after she went in the ground. Beneath my boots, lichen slithered a million times slower than snails. I reckoned the soul of Sarah Paddington had summoned me to her headstone on her anniversary. Skeptics will snigger over magical thinking, but I could only believe Miss Paddington wanted someone to think of her, to imagine her in a Fitton Street parlour with blonde ringlets, regaled in a flouncing party dress, blue eyes coached to be coquettish at men older than me, before whatever pestilence wasted her so young entered her and thinned her to a breathless stick. Later I lit a candle for her purgatorial Protestant heart at Catholic St. Augustine's. The view. A man hauled a window all day long, slung over his shoulder like a big wooden cross. It was a sash window with 9 panes. So many people thought he was a repairman without a truck, or some recycling freak on his way home from a dumpster. But really, he was homeless, and liked to stare at the world through a window he could call his own. He shook off the occasional offer of help. Nobody else was going to get their hands on his window. At certain street corners he would sit on the pavement and take in the view between the little square frames. On the corner of South Mall he would admire his favourite elm tree, the one with the bend to it caused by the wind, and on Sullivan's Quay a big white and black mongrel who could be seen at the same time each day, strolling away from Toomey's shop with fat wagging tail and a packet of potatoes clenched between slobbering lips. On Pope's Quay he placed the window on the curved-topped stone wall to watch the swans floating by, heads rising and lowering on their curling necks. On McCurtain Street he watched the girls of St. Angela's in their jade uniforms, the same his dead daughter once wore. One day he stumbled, fell on his knees, then gashed his temple off the curbside to save the glass. One of the schoolgirls wiped the blood from his forehead with her handkerchief, while her classmates stood in a circle, swiping at the horrid scene through their phone screen.